Jeremiah 28:7. Nevertheless, hear thou now this word that I speak in thy ears, and in the ears of all the people. The prophets that have been before me and before thee of old prophesied both against many countries and against great kingdoms of war and of evil and of pestilence. Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, Call Haloyim La Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, Bashem Rechakodash. Double honors, much love and respect to those and apostles over all of Yasher Allah found at Great Millstone and nowhere else. Peace and blessings to you, Akim, laboring in his ministry and truth and sincerity, as well as to you, Akwafim, and children of Yasher Allah following at the spirit and guidance of Yahweh Yahweh Shai. So, right now, one of the biggest talks in the world right now is pestilence. You know, Moab is out here feeding his people a new version of soy sauce, and now everybody over I believe it's over 20 million people are subjugated to quarantine sites in China. It's so much stuff going on. It is so much prophecy being fulfilled. And as you can see, this is a big topic of discussion. The coronavirus. Let's see. I want to grab. Oh, China is building a hospital for the coronavirus patients in just 6 days now. Okay, let's look at this. Authorities in Wuhan, China, have begun construction on a new temporary hospital in the region designed to isolate and treat patients of the coronavirus. City officials plan to complete construction in just 6 days. This isn't the first time China has pulled off such an enormous feat. Soon America for 7 days. A new type has been infected more. Let's see. And killed as many as through. Okay, hold on. Solag. I mean, honestly, really, everybody should be aware of this. Let's see. China lockdown cities. Here we go. That's one of the main ones I wanted to talk about. The virus, okay, corona death toll spikes, China lockdown cities, everything we know. The virus, which has affected more than 800 people and caused at least 26 deaths, arrived in the U.S. this week. I've never before seen virus detected in the Chinese city of Wuhan has claimed at least 26 lives and affected hundreds of Chinese citizens with a I don't even know how to pronounce that. I ain't gonna hold nobody up. Hold on. Shit. The air sac, make sure. Oh, goodness. Plus, fever, chills, difficulty breathing. That's suffering. Oh, damn, that's fucked up. According to the China's National Health Commission, the virus was first reported to the World Health Organization on December 31st and has been under investigation since. Chinese scientists have linked the disease to a family of viruses known as coronaviruses. I want to hear the talk about the cities, because from what can be investigated, because of the cities that's in lockdown, Okay, so 26 people had just recently died. And I've just watched a report saying that uh, a girl, a little Jake girl, man, see, this is what we've been saying. It's so much. Hey, Jake better wake the hell up. It's too much shit going on. Hold on. The Lord about to let loose. China virus. Lockdown cities. China extends lockdown as first cases reported in Europe. Lockdown measures rise across province. China imposes travel restriction on 33 million people as virus toll climbs. Spreading coronavirus prompt lockdown of more Chinese cities. Damn, okay, 10 cities locked down in Beijing festival scrape. Damn. Okay, here we go. That's what I wanted to see. 33 million or 35 million Moabites are in lockdown. The authorities drastically expanded a travel lockdown central China on Thursday, essentially pending in more than 35 million residents to contain a deadly virus that is overwhelming hospitals and fueling fear of a pandemic. Now, this what Moab just did in China, that's a medical martial law. It's known as a medical martial law. And with this virus getting spread out now from other sources that I've looked into, I heard that this is actually a bioengineer. There you go. And on top of that, it's designed to target different races. And you already know Jake is one of the main races to be targeted by this disease. Clearly, Moab is using his own people as test subjects to better produce a working deadlier weapon for his own uses. But right now, goodness gracious, to have 35 million people locked down in a confound region and can't go nowhere else, man. That gotta be terrifying. Of all the people, damn. Where the outbreak began, anxiety and anger prevailed as worried residents crowded into hospitals and teams of medical workers in hazmat suits sought to identify the affected. Damn. See? Yeah, I wanna know who Mr. Sun is. Is this I wonder if that's a doctor. He must be part of one of the medical team. The city government told us there was a virus, but they didn't explain enough what we should do. They left it sounding too minor. Now look, see, Moab knows what's going on. Moab, hey, the Most High stirring up these heathen nations, man. And Moab's itching to try to get his little dominance back in the world. But that's going to fail. Man, let's see. I want to look into this little Jake woman. This little Jake girl that got hemmed up by this virus. California. More reports. around the U.S. Yep, I heard it's a case in Washington. Now it's a case in California. Let's see. Yep. First case was confirmed Tuesday in the state of Washington. The second case was reported Friday in Illinois. I didn't know about that one. Oh, fuck. And, both the patients had been to Wuhan, China, according to the CDC. California health screening and incoming passengers in Los Angeles International, San Francisco. Hey, man, shoot. Lord really starting to shut shit down. I'm sorry. I wanted to actually get to the point because one of the brothers had posted on Instagram about this young Jake woman who has the disease. I'm trying to. Yep, here you go. Oh, Salak. It wasn't even. Well, she could be a Jet girl. Who knows? Cardoza. She could be a Northern Kingdom. Who knows? But okay, this is what I was talking about. Damn. This looking stuck. 3-year-old California girl has been hospitalized with a strain of the coronavirus. Man, ain't nobody safe. The Lord is not sparing anybody, young or old, man. Man, she had a fever and a cough and just escalated to where now her fever was not breaking. Glory. Yep, she could be a Jake. Yep, it's a little Northern Kingdom girl. Oh. Wow. Who is expecting to make a full recovery, has been incubated on breathing and chest tubes. The report said while in the hospital, the Tots Youngs collapsed and she suffered a seizure. I didn't know she would end up in this kind of situation where I would have to see my child go through so much pain. Man, there are 7 known strands of the coronavirus which can cause mild to moderate respiratory symptoms, according to the Center of Disease Control and Prevention. Central China problems and spread to 4 other countries, including the U.S., where there was a case of man. So, all right. So you get the gist of it. I just kind of want to make certain distinctions or distinguishing notes or eye catchers about this thing. It's evident that the Lord is actually beginning to start making more serious judgment in the earth. This is a time where the whole world is actually in fear, outside from hearing about wars and rumors of wars. I've been telling certain Akim, I feel like 2020 is the year of great evil. And boom, here we go. We've been hearing about wars over in Iran, the U.S. versus Iran, and the Iranians and the Iraqis. That's been pushed perpetually. You got those that actually understand what's going on within the U.S. government. There's conflicts with Esau against his own government structure. So you got Satan versus Satan. That's a prophecy in itself. When the Messiah, when Yahushua said, "If Satan be against himself, how can his house stand?" You got this. This is a great evil as far as pestilence. but to know what's going on behind the scenes with how these heathens are conducting themselves. And now we're starting to see a great pestilence. You know, everybody was talking about Ebola last month, and how that can how can that and how it can potentially be another outbreak of that. But then boom, we get this. This is this is some shit. This is some shit, you know? And it's our jobs to be vigilant and watching these things. Let's see. I wanted to grab Luke. There's Luke 21, if I'm not mistaken. Is it Luke 21? Yep, Luke 21 and 10. Then said he unto them, nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom, and great earthquakes shall be in diverse places. There has been nothing but earthquakes that's been going on, especially in Puerto Rico. You Ephraimites, the Lord's been jacking y'all asses up lately, for real. Earthquake after earthquake. There was just another a major report in Turkey, if I'm not mistaken. There was another one. Australia's been going through shit. It's so much things that's going on. It's hard not to hear or to see or get some type of information about the great judgments of the Lord that's going on in the world. Famines. People have been talking about how agriculture has been depleting, and a lot of things as far as resources is diminishing in the world. Pestilence, and hey, this is a great pestilence. We're talking about the coronavirus, and I guarantee you, this is it's going to get worse. It's going to get tremendously and incomprehensibly worse. And fearful sights and great signs shall there be from heaven. And this, bro. But before all these, they shall lay their hands on you and persecute you, delivering you up to the synagogues and into prisons, being brought before kings and rulers for my name's sake. Hey, and us prophets, us those of us that are sincere believers of Yahweh and Yahweh Shai. Hey, before these things get to the pinnacle point, you know, it's gonna be the time of our persecution. So this is another reason why we must have our head on a swivel. You know, we have to be this year is a very crucial year. Years prior to had not been as significantly detrimental as far as prophecies that are pinging back to back. And it's only been the first month, quote unquote, of 2020. And we've seen so much great evil in the earth. So it only goes to stand that this year is going to be a very I believe through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shai, the spirit and power of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, that this is a great, this is going to be a great year of prophecy, especially concerning evils. I believe that wholeheartedly, without a doubt. Let's see. Then you have, I wanted to grab Second Ezra. I believe it's the 15th chapter or the 6th. I think it's 15. Let's see. Man, I believe this is it. Man, okay, so this is Second Ezra 15. Yep, this is second Ezra 15 and 14. Woe to the world and them that dwell therein, for the sword and their destruction draweth nigh, and one people shall stand up against another, and swords in their hands. For there shall be sedition among men, and evading one another. They shall not regard their kings nor princes, and the course of their actions shall stand in their power. A man shall desire to go into a city, and shall not be able. For because of their pride the city shall be troubled, those houses shall be destroyed, and men shall be afraid. And right now, hey, in China, this is currently this is currently in full effect. You have well, as of now, 10 cities that are locked down, which is over 35 million people, as Esau stated, over 35 million people that are currently quarantined in 10 different cities. All of them are it isn't hard to believe that they're in a state of fear, in a state of panic, knowing that this virus is not going to be is not going to be contained. This virus isn't going to be contained like that. This virus is only going to spread and get to the it's already spreading, and is only going to continue its course on destruction. But I didn't have any other more scriptures. I just felt like this was something that that we all should take heed to, and let this be a insight of how things are about to start manifesting, over here in Babylon. It's already being treated. The world is already on such a high level of it's already in a state of fear. But in Babylon, you still have the people of Babylon over here, still not taking things serious. In China, shit is serious. And Ham been fucked up, but throughout in the Eastern Hemisphere, things are pretty damn serious. But over here, especially with the protesters that's going on, that's something else. It's like I said, it's so much stuff going on. It's hard not to. It's hard to not pay attention and not to hear these things that's going on in the earth, than to not hear it. It's very overwhelming, very overwhelming. But you know what? We're gonna stay in this thing. Why? Because Second Ezra 9:1. And he answered me then and said, measure thou the time diligently in itself, and when thou seest part of the signs pass, which I have told thee before, then shalt thou understand that it is the very same time when the highest will begin to visit the world which he made. Therefore, when there shall be seen earthquakes and uproars of the people in the world, then shalt thou well understand that the Most High spake of those things from the days that were before thee, even from the beginning. For like as all that is made in the world have a beginning, and the end is manifest. Even so, the times also of the highest have planned beginnings and wonders and powerful works, and endings and effects and signs. And everyone that shall be saved and shall be able to escape by his works and by faith, whereby ye have believed, shall be preserved from the said perils, and shall see my salvation in my land and within my borders, for I have sanctified them for me from the beginning. Hey, and as long as we continue in this walk of faith and showing ourselves to be sincere believers of Yahweh and Yahweh Shai, true worshipers, hey, Adawan Ratazah, we will be preserved from these perils. Adawan Ratazah will be preserved from these great evils and pestilence and other diverse evils that's currently manifesting and being brought out, and the future things that are going to be made manifest and brought upon this world. Adawan Ratazah, we are the ones that will be sanctified, as it stated, that will be sanctified for him since the beginning. Verse 9, then shall they be in a pitiful case, which now have abused my ways, and they that have cast them away despitefully shall dwell in torments. For such as in their life have received benefits and have not known me, and they that have loathed my law while they had yet liberty, and when as the place of repentance was open unto them, understood not, but despised it. The same must know it after death by pain. Hey, and the Lord is it's already since the beginning of this year been bringing in great pain and great judgment. And like I said, 2020 is going to be a great year of evil. It is going to be a great year of evil, a great year of pain. So, hey, Adawan Ratazah, this was an edifying lesson. If it be so, it reached the ear of the elect, that be nourishing food unto the flock. With that, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem B'chakadash. Double honors, much love, and respect to elders and apostles of all Yasharala. We know where they be. Blessings and salutations to you, Akim, laboring in this ministry in truth, sincerity, and with much faith, as well as to Yahweh, human children, and Yasharala, following at the spirit and guidance of Yahweh, Yahweh Shai. And with that, I want to say, Wad Ba'acham, stay in wisdom, Abba Babal, and Shalom.